American Primeval is so good, dude.
Thank you, man.
I feel like you made it just for me. I've been waiting for a realistic Wild West series like that forever. And that is, I'll just say it right now, that's the best one that's ever been made.
Thank you.
It's the best representation of the Wild West that's ever been made. It's so good, dude. It's so brutal. My wife checked out after episode 1.
Did she? Yeah.
She's like, I can't. Because we watch shows before we go to bed. And we're in the middle of Severance, which is excellent.
Yeah.
Really good show. And Severance is, there's some brutal moments, but it's just really complicated. It's really engaging.
You've got to pay very close attention.
Yeah, really good show.
Yeah.
And then I said, hey, baby, we got to watch American Primeval. I go, Peter's coming on. Please sit and watch with me. This is a couple weeks ago.
So I have
the first episode, she's like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck are you doing to me? It's like 10 o'clock at night. I got to go to bed.
Yeah.
I can't, people getting tomahawked in the fucking head, and I got to go to sleep.
Yeah. If I have to call her or send her flowers or anything, I will. I've had to send a few people flowers and give them, massages and stuff, like therapy treatments, because it's traumatizing.
Because you did it right. That's why. Because you did it right. You did it like it really was. It was a fucking barbaric time in a barbaric place. But American Primeval, back to that. What inspired you to do such a realistic interpretation?
So do you remember a movie called Jeremiah Johnson? Did you ever see that with Robert Redford? And,
yeah. A long time ago.
So Redford plays this city man who goes out west looking for gold and ends up sort of stuck somewhere around Montana and is trying to survive out there. When the Indians first find him, he's so inept. He's trying to catch a fish in a frozen river with his hands. I mean, he's completely inept that they don't even waste an arrow on him. They don't kill him. And by the end of the film, he's a warrior, and he's learned how to survive, and he marries a Native American woman, and his wife gets killed, and he goes on a vengeance spree and kills a whole bunch of people and ends up getting this incredible respect from the Native Americans. And my dad took me to see Jeremiah Johnson, and that movie always stuck with me. And I'm good friends with Taylor Sheridan, and we work together a lot, and I obviously know everything he's doing, and I kind of wanted to see if I could play in that space. But, he's doing it so well and so specifically. I kind of thought, well, what if I just did something that was really about the survival? And I like to call it inch by inch filmmaking, where you think about how hard it would have been just to go 50 feet and take a piss, and how there might have been 15 different things that could have killed you on the way to taking that piss. And instead of just jumping through those 50 things, let's really try and stretch it out and try and show people and capture the brutality of moment-to-moment living back in that part of America in 1850s. One of my ideas, and with Mark L. Smith, who wrote the episodes and who's very talented, was let's not shoot in sound stages. Let's not make parking lots look like forests, but let's go up into the mountains. And in this case, we went up onto some different Indian reservations in New Mexico, and we're like, let's really go out there for 145 days. Let's do it. We were talking. This is all prior to us going out and actually doing it. And it's kind of like, be careful what you ask for, because you're actually really fucking on the mountain for 145 days. And there's lightning storms and snowstorms and windstorms, and we had rattlesnakes everywhere, and we had to have all these dudes going around pulling the snakes out of the rocks, and stuntmen breaking ribs. Joe Schilling was with us every day. I think we killed Joe 5 times. Thanks, Joe. And
I saw Tate Fletcher. I was telling you too.
Tate,
episode 2.
We only killed Tate once, but thanks, Tate, for that.
I love that dude.
But these stuntmen were so tough, and breaking bones and all kinds of horrible things. But the creative experience of getting to do basically 6 movies at once, because I directed all of them, and being able to go that deep in characters and to be able to bring in elements like Brigham Young and the Mormon religion, is I've had a lot of people come to me and go, dude, I never knew the Mormons were such savages.
So gangster.
They were fucking gangster. Brigham Young was, in my opinion, a gangster, a survivor, a warrior. And for anyone who follows Mormon history, they started in upstate New York with this young kid, Joseph Smith, who found these tablets and basically rewrote the Bible and started getting this following. And then they moved to Missouri and they got popular. And then there was an extermination order and it was kill all the Mormons. So they fled to Illinois and tried to survive up there at this place called Nauvoo that was going to be their, peaceful place to live. And Joseph Smith was murdered, and they were run out of Illinois. And Brigham Young led these dudes, men and women, on foot across the plains in the winter to Salt Lake Valley, which was this desolate wasteland. And he said, "Oh, we'll stay here. They'll never come for us here." And they started coming. And Brigham Young basically said, "Fuck it. We're not taking it anymore." He built his own army, the Nauvoo Legion, and he said, we're staying here. We won't mess with you, but if you come after us, we will fight. And that point, I think, is interesting. And I think Brigham Young, who survived longer than all of them, and if you go to Salt Lake City, he did a pretty good job, right? Like, that's a big city, man. And
it's a great city.
And I don't know. I respect the Mormon religion. I respect Brigham Young. And I feel like we make him look like a gangster in American Primeval. And I don't know. He's a survivor, and I respect that.